Undeniable. How to Reach the Top and Stay There. Written and read by Cameron Hanes. There's no rest for me in this world, perhaps in the next. T. Shelby. Foreword by Dr. Andrew Huberman.
Human motivation is a peculiar thing. We all come into this world with the same circuits, the same biological machinery that creates an ability for us to pursue goals and to do hard things. It is ancient stuff, these neurons and brain circuits that place our mind and body into a state of wanting, and in some cases needing, to move toward a goal. All animals have these circuits, and they always look pretty much the same. In fact, it doesn't matter if you're looking at the brain of a dog, a horse, a raccoon, or a person. They are identical, and they all leverage the same chemical, dopamine, as a sort of currency for determining the value of our efforts. Humans are special, however, because we have an expanded patch of real estate in the front of our brain, our prefrontal cortex, that lets us apply new rules, our rules, to basic drives. In other words, our prefrontal cortex gives us the opportunity to get motivated by the idea of something, not just by our emotions or biological drives. We can be motivated by the idea of serving family, our country, to earn self-respect, by fear, by love, or by a higher calling. That makes us truly special, but it also means that there are truly no excuses. A failure to motivate to get things done is a failure to honor our God-given uniqueness as a species. I don't know if Cameron Hanes ever sat back and thought about any of that. Probably not. But what I do know is that Cam honors and embodies that gift every single day. And I know of no other human being as hardworking or consistent with his efforts across as many domains of life as Cam is. Cam's is a wild story. A boy growing up in a broken home in a small Oregon town outside another small Oregon town becomes an athlete and a drinker, just like his father was. And in an almost predictable way, both of them experience a series of near-fatal accidents, potentially irreversible detours, and increasingly deterministic circumstances. Why predictable? Well, because those circuits for motivation, they have another unique feature in humans too. Humans are the only species that uses the motivation-generating circuitry to become addicted to behaviors or substances that can lead to our demise. So if ever there was a double-edged blade in our wiring, it's that the same brain circuits that can drive us to do phenomenally hard and positively generative things can destroy us. Whether consciously or not, Cam Hanes internalized that reality. He took the life he had been handed, the lack of stability in his childhood home, his internal frustration about the world he was born into, and he made the decision to lean into his love of bow hunting, to get sober from alcohol, to get married, and to embrace the joys and challenges of raising 3 children. By any measure, he took the right road. But love is a special motivator. It's not just an idea. It's an idea fused to an emotion that doesn't just leverage dopamine, it generates it. Cam used his love of bow hunting to embrace daily shooting practice. Soon he realized he could venture deeper into the woods, stalk more efficiently, and carry out larger game if he trained harder and longer. Soon Cam's runs became daily half or even full marathons. That's right, a full or half marathon every day before a full day's work, followed by shooting practice, lifting weights in the garage, tending to his home business, and all while being a devoted husband and father. Eventually, the mighty Joe Rogan learned of Cam's training and hunting prowess, and the rest is history. The whole world now knows who Cameron Hanes is, and his keep hammering mantra is as direct and impactful as Nike's just do it. But frankly, more so, because keep hammering is an everyday thing. Running, lifting, shooting, no matter what. No 21 days to this, or New Year's resolution to that. No flashy commercials. Keep hammering is, just as it sounds, unrelenting. No one can stay unrelentingly driven unless they have a readily accessible set of motivators to pull from. I mean, come on. This is the USA, and there are countless stories of people rising from anonymity or challenges to significant.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?